And we're underway here in NFL. Turn, he's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now Ryan on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Hey, let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Malik Jefferson in there on the stop. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field. That'll
make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta dumps it off to Mixon. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Lauletta. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Robert Alford. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 9. Ryan. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Here's Lawletta. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. And that is not going to go for Bullock. It's left to the upright. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game.